Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for our computer science webinar introducing you to your School of Study, the School of Physics, Engineering and Computer Science. Now, just before we do start, I'll just take you on a bit of a tour of the buttons that you can use to interact with us panelists today, and then we'll introduce ourselves. The session is recorded, so if your internet does cut out halfway through, we'll be able to share a copy with you for anything that you've missed. You'll see some buttons on screen, so you've got the chat button. Please feel free to use the chat to talk to each other. Do just be mindful about sharing your personal details in the chat though, because it is an open session. And then you've also got the Q&A button. So if you do have any questions for us panelists, please do use the Q&A just because the chat moves quite quickly and we don't want to miss any of your questions. We're also going to be typing answers as we're presenting. So do check out the answered questions column because you might find somebody's asked something that you were interested in as well. But now what we'll do is we'll just introduce ourselves so you know who you've got in the room. So my name's Kat. I work in the international office and I'll be giving you a bit of an introduction on things that you can prepare now to help you for start of term. Oh, sorry, Nathan, I think we've got you muted.
Hello, I'm Dr. Nathan Becker. I'm a lecturer with the Department of Computer Science and also an admissions tutor. I'll be walking you through what we have to offer as a department.
Perfect, thank you. And then we're also going to have Ellen Marriott joining us, who's our Head of International Engagement, and she will be leading the Q&A after the presentation slides. So get those questions coming in throughout, and we'll do our best to answer them all for you. Now, the overview of how we're going to run today's session. So first, we'll give you that introduction to your School of Study. Then we'll go on to start of term preparation. And after that, that's when we'll go to Q&A. But ask your questions in the meantime, because we will be answering them typed as we go as well. So what I'll do now is I'll pass to Nathan. I'll just stop sharing so we can swap over. Then we'll get a bit of an introduction for you about your School of Study so you can learn a bit more about what's waiting for you when you join Herts.
Okay, I'll start then. Thank you, Kat. Okay, hello. So introduce myself already, Dr. Nathan Becker. So, 1 second, let me get my slides going. My first question to everyone is, where are you from? It's interesting to know because we're quite diverse and have students from everywhere. So it's always nice to know where everyone is from. And to participate in this, you need to go to the website, menti.com, and use that code.
And I've popped that in the chat as well, everybody. So please do join in with this. It's a bit of interactive fun for you. And also, you're probably going to find that you use this Menti software when you do join Herts as well. So it's a great chance for you to just get a bit more familiar with it. So go to menti.com, use that code that you can see on screen, and then I think you should be able to drag a little pin across, but give us a thumbs up if you're in there so that we can see how many people we've got in there, everybody.
You can also scan the QR code if that helps. Okay, it's 10 people in. It's nice. Okay, so I think you just need to drag a pin. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, a nice, sorry, a nice people from different places. I see someone from the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. I see Iraq, India, quite popular. Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. It's nice. Ooh, South Africa. Um, Nigeria. I see India is quite popular. And from Uganda, that's really nice. And Nigeria. Oh wow, I don't know where that is. It's very nice. So
We've
we have quite
we've
a
got a
select.
few in the chat as well, Nathan, that I think haven't been able to get to the menti, but we've got a few from Angola, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Nepal. So yeah, lots from all over around the world. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, that's very nice. And Hertz, we are quite a diverse crowd. We're students from everywhere. Personally, well, I'm from a couple of places. I'm Nigerian, I'm American too, and British. So I have three nationalities. So it's always interesting. We're quite a diverse crowd, and it's nice seeing there's quite a lot of diversity here. That's very good. Now let's move forward to the main business. So, an overview of what we're going to be talking about. So, first, I'm going to be discussing our strong relationships with business and industry. So, we do have partnerships, which also go along with helping us improve what we cover and our research. And we are one of the oldest computer science departments in the UK. So in 1965, we had our first students on the BSc in computer science program. And in 1968, that's when we founded this department, the Department of Computer Science. And in 1969, we had our first set of graduates from the BSc Computer Science program, where we had 12 students graduate. And our first set of students on the MSc in Computer Science, where that was in 1971. And interestingly, this year we are celebrating the 60th anniversary of our computer science degree. So we've been doing this for 60 years. So we're really experienced in teaching students and preparing you for industry and to go out there and change the world. So you get to choose from a wide range of specialist modules which would match your interests. I'll cover that in one of the next slides. And we are a world-class learning institution, and we have a lot of experiential facilities, labs, and things to engage you as a student and for you to practice your skills. So we have several programs, and I'm sure you have all signed up for one of these. But for the undergraduate pathways, we have our BSc honors in computer science, and under that, we also have different pathways. So we have BSc honors in computer science with artificial intelligence, cybersecurity and networks, software engineering, and BSc honors in information technology. And for our postgraduate awards, we have different awards for the different areas you might want to get into. So we have an MSc Artificial Intelligence and Robotics. We have an MSc Computer Networks and Systems Security, and our MSc Cybersecurity, which is quite popular, and Data Science and Analytics, that's very popular too. And then we have an MSc in Software Engineering, MSc in Advanced Computer Science, and then MSc in Computer Science. So we do have quite a variety of things for you to pick from, different awards depending on what pathway or what you want to do in the future. So we do another menti. I would like to know, what course would you be studying, just to have a feel for what variety of things people are wanting to do in the room. So you can use the code. I will show a QR code again. That can help, makes it easier. Yep, there's a QR code, and I think if you were already on Menti, you should just be able to move and type in your course. 37 people in, 38.
Can see a few people typing in the chat, but those of you in Menti, if you type it on the screen, we should be able to get your answers populated for you. So you can just put in your subject area if you like. What will you be coming to Herts to study?
In the chart, we have MSc Software Engineering, Data Science and Analytics, Cybersecurity, Computer Science, Cybersecurity and Networking undergraduate, MSc Advanced Computer Science. I see a couple of WhatsApp chat. I would advise you to maybe avoid clicking on those. It's not very safe to do that, and it's not good to share that. And
Yeah, good.
MSc Data Science, MSc Computer Science, and MSc AI and Robotics, quite a variety. So that's nice. I see data science is very popular and cybersecurity. That's very nice to see. It's good to see, and oh, artificial intelligence and robotics, a good variety of things. Oh, it's not showing up on Menti yet. That's weird. But that's all right. We can move forward. I think I have a good taste for what people are going to be studying. Top up in computer science, a BSc in computer science top up. So I see quite a lot of MSCs and top ups in computer science. That's very nice to see. Well, let's move on. So our facilities. So we have about 3,000 meters square of lab space in the university, and for where you can do your practicals. We have labs for different things. We have a robot house. So this is a facility where we do carry out research on robots for helping around the house. So it's a big project and it's been going on for a couple of years. You can see in this picture, it's a robot serving food. So it's kind of integrating robots into a living space and to also help the elderly. It's an interesting project, and that's research we do. And then we have a learning resource center, which runs 24 hours, a good place to carry out all your study. Um, I can tell you that when you join, it's a place you would probably enjoy. It's very nice and it's always open and a good place to work together with the rest of the cohort and your colleagues and work on your assignments, on your projects. It's a very nice space. And we also have a new building for physics, engineering, and computer science, which opened last year in September. The building is called Spectra. I will show you images of that building. It's a very nice space for collaboration, and you would also be doing some teaching there, and it's a very nice space. And we have specialist labs for different things. So for cybersecurity and networking in the new building Spectra, we have a very large lab, two labs for cybersecurity and networking. And we also have multimedia labs and UX and accessibility labs. That's called the Human-Centered Computing Lab. I think I'm a part of that group and work a lot in that lab. And we have device labs where you would be working on projects like things with, for example, if you see that robot there, labs where you can work on projects like that. And robotics and AI labs where we have robots, like you can see up there, Baxter, that's in one of our labs. And then we also have project labs where you can work on different things and you can use while you're working on your projects. So next, I would like to play a message from our Dean of School, Professor Daniel McCloskey, to tell you a lot more about our school.
I'm Daniel McCluskey, Dean of School of Physics, Engineering and Computer Science. Thank you for applying to one of the courses in my school. You've made a great choice. Physics, mathematics, the many
Oh, sorry, Nathan. I think we've lost the sound. It was playing at the start, but I think it's gone mute now. Oh, it's back. I
Oh,
think
wait.
it's playing through your speakers, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you for applying to one of the courses in my school. You've made a great choice. Physics, mathematics, the many areas of engineering, robotics, computer science, and technology influence all aspects of our life and help to provide and maintain the modern high technology world we live in. I see the courses in my school as a force for good. They drive economic growth, shape our daily lives, and transform communities. Our courses are designed to reflect the needs of industry, now and in the future. We focus on equipping you with theoretical concepts and practical skills to solve the challenges of our ever-evolving world. You will benefit from applying your learning to real-life projects and scenarios. We have a vibrant program of co-curricular activities. These present you with opportunity to develop valuable interpersonal, team working, and employment skills, to apply your learning in real-life scenarios and in areas that you have an interest in. These opportunities are great fun and build identity and community across the school. You will learn from exceptional scientists, engineers, computer scientists, and mathematicians at the forefront of their fields. You will benefit from some fabulous facilities. We have staff who want to share with you their many years' experience in industry so that you are ready to use this after graduation. And you'll also benefit from the strong links that we have with businesses such as Airbus, Apple, Aston Martin, Canon, Global Invacom, McLaren, Microsoft, and Rolls-Royce, amongst many others. Our alumni now work in companies large and small in the UK and around the world on many exciting projects that aim to make the world a better place for us all. I wish you every success in your studies and hope to welcome you into my school in the future. Good luck.
Okay. So now let me show you some images of our new building Spectra. So we moved into this building in September 2024. It's an amazing place. And this is the building. It's 4 stories and 4 levels where we have different labs in the different levels. So this is the networking lab where this is where you would have your networking practicals and deal with things like cybersecurity and different things. It's a very nice space. And this is the atrium of the building where you can see the different floors. We have 4 floors and there's lots of space to collaborate with people, spaces to sit and study, and to do different things. And we also have these very nice pods, which is more of like enclosed spaces where if you need to do some focused work, you can get in there and sit down and do your work, and places to have lunch. And it has lots of nice spaces to do different things. So it's a wonderful place to work from. And there you can see more spaces to sit, have discussions with your colleagues, and to carry out your work. And I think we also have those spaces where people can sit and study. So it's a very nice place. So to move on, we are accredited for our different courses, we have different types of accreditations, but for computer science specifically, we are accredited by the British Computer Society, also called the BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT. And for careers and employment, we have the careers and employment team, which provide you with 4 years of job search support for when you complete your study with us. And then we have the Student Circus, which is a platform it's a platform for international students on a student visa to find jobs. You can find jobs in 30 different countries. So that's something you would have access to. And there's lots of opportunities because we have strong links with business. So times where, for example, you're doing your placements, you can work with careers and supports, and they will try to connect you with different companies and help you with your applications. And our recent graduates have gone to work at amazing organizations, including Microsoft in Redmond, Washington, and Microsoft in the UK here, Sega Europe, Canon UK, and in EE, which is a local company here in Hatfield, in Hertfordshire. It's a very big, one of the best mobile service providers in the UK. And the career paths our students have gone into include, they've gone on to be software developers, programmers, web developers, business analysts, database administrators, project managers, IT consultants. I'm a graduate from this university and I've gone on to become a lecturer. I was a researcher previously and now I'm a lecturer. So we've gone on to do different things. So now, I hope this has switched for you, but this is the next menti. I would like to know, what career path would you like to take following your graduation from Herts? I will put up the QR code again. 1 second. There we go. And let me see if I can ensure it shows up for everyone. Yeah, it should show up. It should show up for everyone on that page. There we go. So cybersecurity analyst, data analyst, that's interesting. An ethical hacker, yep, it's good. Data scientist, very big area these days. Software engineer, data analyst. I can see ethical hacker is quite popular. Cybersecurity analyst, a mobile application developer. That's wonderful. An AI engineer. Yep, that's a very big space now, artificial intelligence. An analyst. You know, if someone wants to go into operating systems, low-level development, it's good. It's very interesting areas you would all like to get into. I can see software engineer is very popular. Prompt engineer, interesting. Network administrator. Web developer. Okay, that's good. We have quite robotic engineering. So we have quite a variety of things people would like to get into, and these are all things we can help you get into over your time here. As far as you engage with your study, I can assure you by the time you leave us, you will be ready for a career in these different areas. And we will do our best to help you. So let's take a brief look at our research. So Professor Farshid will introduce you to our research. I have a quick video.
I'm Farshid Amir Abdullahian. I'm a professor of human-robot interaction at the University of Hertfordshire. I work at the Department of Computer Science in the university. I'm the university's team champion in information and security, and I am also managing a lab in assistive and rehabilitation technology. In the past 50 years or so, we have discovered that robots and technology, robotic technology, can help us a lot in our day-to-day lives. With the rise in the number of our people on the planet, we need to grow more food, and we find that machines such as automatic tractors and automatic harvesting machines can help us with the mass volume that we need. And the same will apply to our healthcare need. The same will apply to every single problem that we face because of our large number of people living on the planet. Robotic technology can do things repeatedly with less error. And because of that, we find them valuable technology to help us. By bringing robotic technology into the field of human and robot interaction, we can get machines to do the more difficult part of our job, while we can then humans focus on the simpler tasks, or tasks that need the compassion, tasks that need the person-person interaction. But they haven't yet found a way into everyday life, such as being our companions or being people that will help us in shops or in hospitals. This is changing slowly, but we haven't yet reached to a common agreement for the acceptability of the technology. So as we're more and more technology oriented, we find that we know a lot about ourselves by what the technology can see from us. We are able to sometimes predict what can happen. One example is tsunami warning, for example. You can see the technology that are being put into seas and oceans, and these technologies will feel all the earthquakes that are coming and all the possible tsunamis, will provide an advanced warning. I think the future with AI would be a safer future because of the way that AI can look at the past data and all the possibilities and alert us of all the dangers that we may face.
Okay, so that was a little bit on the research we do here on robotics and AI, which we are recognized for doing that. And let's go on to, so finally, to wrap up my part, I just want to ask you a question. So this is something I brought up previously on the age of our computer science department. And I just want to check engagement and see if you, oh, there we go. Perfect, 20, 80, good variety. I think I was supposed to hide the responses and wait till enough people have responded. 14 responses, 15. Okay, let's wait for that to move. 16. Okay, let's see what those responses look like. 19. Let me have a quick look at the chat. Okay, and let me show those responses again. Oh, there we go. So most of you got it 60 years. Yep, this is our 60th anniversary. So we have been doing this for a really long time. So I look forward to seeing you all when you join us. I teach on one of the modules which everybody on MSc studies, and I teach on one of the modules in the final year where everybody is going to study that. So I do get to meet everybody. So I look forward to seeing you all in Hertz. Hey, and so I'll hand over to Kat now to prepare you for the start of the term. And I will stop sharing.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nathan. Lots of information in there. I loved seeing the careers that people, the career ideas people were putting in the chat as well, what they wanted to get into. That was super interesting. So thank you everybody who's engaged with us. Right, let me share my screen, and yeah, we'll do a little bit on preparing for the start of term, then we'll go to Q&A. So if you do have any questions for Nathan, pop them into the Q&A box and we'll be answering some of those live for you as well. So let me just grab this. Excellent. Okay. So preparing for the start of term, we know there's a lot to think about on the run up to start of term as well. You'll all be at different stages of your application journey. I've seen some people in the chat asking about sponsorship interviews, when will CAS be ready? Now, most of you will probably be offer holders in this session, and I'm guessing you'll all be at the stage where you're either paying your deposit or you've already paid it, and you might be asked to complete sponsorship interviews or financial checks by the admissions team. If these are required on your application, the team will let you know. They'll send you an email giving you guidance on what to prepare, what you need to do next. Once those are done for you, that's when you'll be at the CAS stage, and the team will start preparing your CAS so you can then apply for your visa. Now, they can prepare your CAS now if you have cleared all those conditions. So that'll give you the maximum time then to apply for your visa ready for September, so you're not having to rush at the end. So my guidance would be, if you haven't already done so, now is the time to be clearing your conditions, paying your deposit, just so the team can keep progressing your application through these stages for you. If you're not sure what you're supposed to be doing next, please do reach out to us. We want to help you through the system. You can speak to your in-country rep, your agent, or our team directly at international@herts.ac.uk. Now, to help you on the run-up to start of term, we do produce a pre-arrival guide that's hosted on our website. We will be updating that for our September 2025 intake. We usually get that emailed round to you around mid-July time, so that'll give you plenty of time to read through it. And then to accompany that, we'll also be doing pre-arrival webinars, so similar to this session, but all around pre-arrival tips. So we'll go through the documents that you should bring with you. Packing checklists, airport tips, so how to get from the 4 closest airports to campus, how to complete your registration, tips from other students they wish they'd known. So there's lots of things that we'll be giving you just to help you get that information and make everything feel a bit more comfortable for when you're travelling to Herts. A few other things to keep an eye on the run-up to start of term is the events calendar. So this will get populated a lot more as start of term freshers events get confirmed. My advice would be to bookmark this closer to the time, and then you can keep checking back on it. Do join as many activities as you can. It's a great way to meet people outside of your course as well. So at Herts at the minute, we do have students from over 110 countries, which is brilliant. And it's a great way to network with other people as well who aren't doing the computer science programs. We've also got lots of clubs and societies at Herts. So if you have a particular interest, if a club doesn't already exist, you can speak to the SU teams. They can help you set up a society so that you can meet people with similar interests to you. We also have a lot of sports clubs, and our Herts Squad team do offer free sport each week as well. So in the past, they've been helping people learn to ride a bike. They've been doing roller skating sessions. There's lots of different things to get involved in. Even if you wouldn't consider yourself particularly sporty, but you want to have a go, there is something for everyone. All abilities are welcome, so please just stop by. It's a great way to make new friends as well. And then we have the chaplaincy and religious groups. So we do have multi-faith spaces on both campuses, and all students are welcome to use those as well. And another thing to keep an eye on your emails for that you can get involved in, if you're a postgraduate offer holder, we are offering Hertfordshire internships. So these are an opt-in voluntary experience. You'll get a remote internship program personalised to you. It's supported by a team of professionals, and you'll get to do this in host companies in 18 career fields around the world. So I know a lot of you on the menti that Nathan did were talking about, your career inspiration, what you want to do afterwards. You'll be matched to a company in line with your interests as well. So this is going to look great on your CV, give you that experience as well, and also start building those connections with people in industry. Because it's voluntary and it's online, it is quite flexible, so it's built to suit you. So do keep an eye on that, and if you want to, please do opt in for that experience, because it's a great way to upskill and build your confidence as well. Now, I do just have a short poll that we're going to go through. So I'm just going to load this now. So it's a little bit different to Menti. It should pop up on your screen for you. And we'd just like to know, what are you most looking forward to? So we've talked a lot about the academic side of Herts. We now just want to get an idea from you about the social side. So you should see those on your screen now. Again, it's anonymous. Multiple choice, just pick the one that you're most interested in. So you've got things like joining a society, exploring Hatfield and London, taking part in those Herts Squad sports that I mentioned, or attending an SU event at the forum. So do feel free to join in if you want to, and then we'll have a look at the results together. Excellent. I can see lots of you joining in, which is fantastic to see you so engaged with the session as well. We do like hearing back from you. And we can also provide a bit more information as well if there's anything you're unsure of that you want to know more about. Okay, I'll leave this poll open for another few seconds, and then we'll have a look at the results. So if you are just about to submit your answer, please press that button now. Okay, thank you to everyone who's joined in. So we can see actually taking part in Herts Squad Sports is the winner for this session. So that's brilliant. So yeah, please do stop by. They've got lots of different things to offer. There's those free sessions pretty much every week where you can try out different sports as well. The team there are so welcoming as well, so please do get involved. Societies, yep, you can actually check out what societies already exist now on the Herts SU website. Have a look at what they get up to as well and the events that are upcoming, just so you get an idea of what to expect. Exploring Hatfield and London. So usually around the start of term, the Dean of Students team, they'll do walk-in tours around Hatfield as well, so you know where to get to, where the nearest supermarkets are, just to give you a little bit of a tour of the local area. And they also usually do trips into London as well. So if you are a little bit nervous about going into London for the first time by yourself, that's a great way to go in with other students with a guide from the SU. And they can just show you how to navigate, how to use the tube, where the main bits are as well. All right, brilliant. Thank you, everybody. Now, last slide from me. This is a bit more of a serious slide. We just wanted to give you a bit of expectations around engagement and attendance. So please aim to be ready to start your course on your programme start date. So that should be in your offer letter. And again, closer to the start of term, we'll be sending you out reminders as well. Engagement with your studies is monitored. You'll need to attend face-to-face sessions and use your ID card to swipe in. So you can see in that bottom photo on screen, when you're a registered student, you'll get your student ID and there'll be touch points around the university, usually close to your classrooms as well. And you need to swipe in just to show that you have attended your lectures. Now, if your engagement does drop below 80%, this can get quite serious. You might be withdrawn from the programme. You could even result in your visa being withdrawn. So do make sure that you are attending. You know, that's the main reason that you're coming to Herts, to the UK, to get that education. You'll get the better marks if you're attending sessions, because things are going to make more sense to you because you've not missed any of the classes. If you do run into any problems while you're at Herts, if you fall ill, make sure that you're letting your tutors and your programme leaders know so they know why you aren't attending. And another tip from me is just to make sure that you're living within easy reach of campus as well. That's going to make it so much easier for you to attend your classes. You'll have the learning resource centres right on your doorstep as well to help you with your assignments. So that's what I would recommend to make the most out of your student experience. Make it as easy as possible for you. I will talk a little bit more about accommodation tips in a moment as well. Okay, so things that you can do now. The university's developed a free online platform called Getting Ready to Study at Herts. This is an online workbook. It uses similar software to how you'll see some of your module information displayed. So again, it's a great tool just to get you used to navigating that. You can access it now, so I would say it's a great thing to do either while you're waiting for your CAS, while you're waiting for your visa to be processed. And in the workbook, there's a lot of tools like tips for academic success, videos from other students on things they wish they'd known before they travelled to the UK. There's tours of the learning resource centres, so everything will feel a little bit more familiar once you arrive. Second tip from me is now is the time to book your accommodation. We do still have rooms available in on-campus accommodation, and that is always what I would recommend, just because it's going to make it so much easier for you to get to classes. You've got 24/7 support in our on-campus accommodation. You don't need a UK guarantor. All your utility bills, Wi-Fi and contents insurance are included. It just makes it a lot easier for you. If you do need to live off campus, because I know on-campus accommodation isn't going to be available for everyone, but if you do have to live off campus, please do look at PAL accredited properties. So we've got a link to the PAL website on our accommodation pages. We've also emailed it to you. But just as a reminder, PAL is a company where you can view properties available for rent. It's a scheme that the university has partnered with the local council to set up, so all the properties will look how they look in real life. All the landlords are vetted. Any deposit that you need to pay for the property will be held securely, so it's just keeping you safe and secure. If you do notice adverts for off-campus accommodation on social media, if somebody's WhatsApping you, If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So please protect yourself from any potential scams and just go through PAL accredited properties as well. Now, you do need to live a maximum 2 hours or 30-mile radius from campus. Just be mindful, I think that is very far to travel to come to a lecture. I certainly wouldn't want to be doing that because it means that it's going to make it quite a long day for you. That's why I would recommend live in Hatfield or as close as you can to campus so you can walk into classes if you aren't going to live on campus. Do your research about the commute times and costs. Look at the National Rail for trains. Look at the Uno bus network for buses so you can see where the buses go to, which towns, how often the timetables are for the trains and the buses, and you can also have a look at the prices as well. For the rail prices in the UK, just be mindful that if you're travelling in the morning, you'll usually be paying a peak train price, so check out what that is as well. You'll probably end up finding that if a property looks cheaper and it's further away, by the time you've added on your commute costs and time, it doesn't work out as well for you. And the third tip from me is just another reminder to clear those conditions. So if you've got outstanding documents that admissions are waiting for, now is the time to send them in. Pay your deposits. So a lot of you might be eligible for scholarships that you need to claim. So make sure that you're sending in those deposit payments as well, just so that we can keep getting you through the process, get you closer to CAS stage. But if you're not sure what to do reach out to somebody. There's lots of staff available to help you, and we want to support you and get you through the process as quick as we can to make sure you've got plenty of time for that visa application. Okay, so I'm going to play one final video. So this is just to give you a little bit of a tour around the accommodation, what's on campus, and then we'll go to Q&A. So thank you for listening, everybody.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and today I'm going to show you all of the amazing things of why did I choose to live on College Land campus. First, let's start with my bedroom. It's so close to classes and contains everything that you need. And here's my kitchen, where I get to meet all of my flatmates. However, for larger gatherings, we have got common rooms, perfect for everything from group yoga to movie nights. And not to forget the oval. It's great to have a team of support staff to help with just about everything. And a gym for those post-lecture workouts. That really is everything you need on campus. Whether you like to go for a walk outdoors, or if you like to get your focus to the max in the RRC. Looking for a quiet space to pray, meditate or reflect? Well, the key is the place to visit. Whatever faith you have or even you have none. Here in the Hutton Hub, you can access to all kinds of information with our Ask Hearts Hub. For the best night out, I definitely visit 77 here at the Forum. Over to you, Judith.
Hi everyone, welcome to De Havilland. I'm Judith and I'll be showing you why living here is amazing. The bedrooms are particularly great. You have absolutely everything you need in here. Say hello to the kitchen, where all the cooking and catching up with flatmates happens. In need of support? There's a whole team of staff ready to help here in the accommodation office. And just next door is the common room. Many a games night have been hosted in here. When you're feeling extra energetic, you can head over to the Sports Village. It's great to come over after classes to get a workout in at the gym or take a dive in the huge pool. Just like College Lane, this campus has its very own LRC. And also the beautiful Cafe Ambition with its great music and even better coffee. So that's a wrap. Thanks for coming along with us. Hope to see you on campus soon.
Brilliant. Thank you, everybody. I can see some brilliant questions have come in, so we're going to have a go at answering as many of those as we can now. So I'll pass over to Ellen.
Thanks, Kat. Yeah, some really good questions, and I've been typing away to lots of them, but I've flagged some to answer live. Some of the questions multiple people have asked, so hopefully we can get through them. So one for Nathan first, if you're there, Nathan.
Yeah.
Perfect. So somebody's asked how the MSc in AI and robotics course will be assessed, but maybe if you could just go into a little bit more detail about sort of assessment in general and how students might find that.
So it's going to be generally a mix of coursework tests, and in some cases exam. But this changes over the years. So I could say one thing and it could be something else, but generally it's going to be coursework where you're going to have things like reports or practical tasks to do, and you could have exams too on some modules. So it depends. And marks. So marks are awarded for the assessment. You usually get marks, so it's out of 100, and it could be split between maybe a certain percentage for tests and then a certain percentage for um, coursework. So this changes and would be different for the different specific programs you're studying. So it would be different because you would be studying different modules on software engineering and different modules on robotics and artificial intelligence. So it's kind of hard to give you a direct answer. But what I can say is it will be a combination of tests and coursework and in some cases exams.
That's great. Thank you very much. We'll stick with you, Nathan, if that's okay. So somebody's asked, so they've applied for MSc Software Engineering with work placement. Could you please clarify if the work placement is guaranteed and if students are assisted in securing a job placement during the course?
Now, I can't say it's not guaranteed. You're going to have to make those applications, and you will work with the careers department to do this. So the university will help you in making those applications. So it depends on you, on an employer, on you securing a place with an employer. So it's good to start that process early, the application process early, because it takes time.
Great, thank you. Kat, one for you. So a few applicants have been asking about the CAS process. So when will the university start issuing CAS and when can students expect to get their CAS, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have already started issuing CAS now for those students who've reached the CAS stage. We can issue CAS up to 6 months before your course start date. So if you're nice and organised, you've got everything sorted, that'll be you. So to get to CAS stage, you need to have cleared all your conditions on your offer. You need to have paid your deposit and it needs to have cleared into the university's account. If you need to have financial checks or a sponsorship interview with the university, you'll also need to have successfully completed those as well. And then that's when you'll be at CAS stage. So keep an eye on your most recent offer email. So that'll tell you what's outstanding. Keep an eye on any additional email requests from admissions in case anything extra is needed from you. And if you're not sure, ask your in-country rep, ask your agent or our admissions team.
Thank you very much. We'll stay with you, Kat, that's okay. So there's one question about how students can opt in and apply for a Hertfordshire internship.
Yeah, absolutely. So once you're an offer holder at Herts, you can apply for the scheme. So you should be receiving an email regarding that now, and we've got more information on our website. Then once you're successfully registered as a student at Herts, that's when the process will start for you. So you'll get lots of guidance once you've signed up about what your preferences are, how we'll match you with a company, and when yours is going to start for you.
Thank you very much. Nathan, here's a really good one actually, which I'm not sure we've ever had a question like this before. But it's asking, so as an international student, I'm excited to immerse myself not only academically, but also in leadership and community building within the School of Computer Science. Could you share how students can get involved in any mentoring or student groups or any sort of events while they're studying with us, please?
Once you join us, with the student union, there are different societies you can join, and there's different roles. So I think we have student representative positions and student community officers and different things you can do as a student. And I think we have those student groups I think the groups under SPEC, so the School of Physics, Engineering, and Computer Science, have a collaboration they're doing, so where all the groups do something together. So once you join us, you would have there'll be a freshers fair where you can join different groups or societies, and then you can also apply for applications for positions like a student community officer or student representative with the student union. That's all under the student union.
Great, thank you. Another one for you, Nathan. There's a few questions around sort of lecture class schedules and also module options and choices. So whether you could just talk a little bit about that, but my understanding is that they wouldn't have access to their full schedule until they're fully registered. But module information, especially core module information, should be on the website.
Yeah, so all the modules you'll be studying it's on the website. So the program specification sheet is available to you, and you would see all the modules you're going to be studying. Timetables will not be available, are not available yet, so I can't tell you anything about that. But you need to make sure you're available as you're here as a student. You need to be available on every day of the week. So if there's a test, it could be on any day, and you could have lectures on any day. So your priority should be attending university. That should come first, because there are situations where also you can have, for the MSc, this is something everybody in the MSc does. We have a hackathon during a weekend in December, and everybody would have to be available for that. So you need to make sure you're available first to the university to do the things you've come to do.
Brilliant, thank you. And actually a bit of an extension to that, a question is asked about just scrolled up, I've just lost it. About how much sort of extra reading students will need to do. So obviously they'll need to attend their lectures and any sort of, classroom-based activities, but someone's asked about, how much additional sort of self-study they'll need to do as well.
As a student and as a lecturer, I would say as much as possible to make sure you're doing well. So make sure you're able to catch up on things. You're required as a student to do self-study. So a large percentage or a percentage of the hours on your module is for self-study. So you would be given materials and things you need to study. You would go into, make sure you engage at the lectures and study whatever materials are given to you and carry out whatever practice you need to carry and do your own self-study. So it's as much as possible.
Okay, great, thank you. Kat, one for you. Somebody's asked about accommodation prices, and how much an ensuite room would cost, and also how to book accommodation, and if they have issues with booking, what should they do?
Great, thank you. So there's different types of ensuite rooms. So depending on your budget, you can check these on the Herts website. So you might want a full studio ensuite, so that gives you your own private kitchenette and bathroom, or you might just want one of the rooms that have ensuite and you share a kitchen with other students as well. I think that the prices, it depends which room that you want, but they usually range from about 180 a week up to about 220, but do check those on the website. And when you fill out the accommodation application form, you'll be able to indicate which room is your first, second, and third choice. To apply for accommodation, if you've got an offer and your 8-digit ID, you can apply now. Now is the time that you should be applying. On our website, on the accommodation page, it'll just take you through that. If you get stuck, we do also have a guidance video to help guide you through the accommodation application process as well. But if you still get stuck, please reach out to accommodation@herts.ac.uk, and they'll just help answer any extra questions you have, or if you're halfway through the process, you're not sure what to do, they can help you there as well.
Right, thank you. And Nathan's earlier in the session with the menti sort of quiz and students saying sort of what careers they'd like to go into. Someone's asked about, and you did sort of cover this briefly, but someone's asked about how the university can help them to find their sort of their future career. They're specifically doing MSc Artificial Intelligence and Robotics. So what kind of career can they look to go on from that course?
I mean, it opens you to a lot of things. So you can go on to work with companies that work on artificial intelligence. You can go on to with the skills you get from that, you can go on to work as a data scientist or an AI engineer, or you could get into a company that builds robots. So it really depends on, I would say, take your time, study, engage with the learning, see what you like, and see what path you would most likely like to follow, because you would, while you learn, you would start to think about what is it I like exactly.
Great advice. Thank you. Someone else asked Nathan if it's possible for them to take some modules from MSc Computer Networks in addition to their course in MSc in Data Science and Analytics. So is there any option for sort of crossover, or the modules sort of set per course?
I think the modules are set per course. If you want extra credit, it's possible, but it's not advised, because already you would have a full load of modules you're studying already. So it could cause a problem for you. You can't trade modules. There are set modules, so it could cause issues for you where you have your attention on different things. So it would be advisable to stick with the specific program you've picked and courses, modules from that program.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Just to aware of time, so we'll probably ask one more question, and then we'll need to end the session, as that will be time. So let's have a look. Kat, maybe one for you. So I think just potentially a reminder of sort of the CAS. I know you sort of briefly said it before, but someone's asked how much deposit you need to pay to get your CAS, and also they might potentially be having their exam results sort of slightly later in June. So would it be too late for them to get their CAS? What should a student do in that situation?
So the deposit question, usually you'll need to pay a minimum £5,000 to all your first year tuition fees. You might need to pay more for some courses or some certain situations, so please do check on your own emails from the admissions team, because that will detail how much you need to pay. Your in-country reps can also give you guidance on that as well, but these all go towards your first year tuition fee anyway. Now, you should be paying your deposit now so that you can progress. And then the question regarding kind of results, when they're going to be ready. If your results and your transcripts are going to be ready in sort of June time, that's absolutely fine. Just upload them using that document upload form when you've got them. If you're not sure when your results and transcripts are going to be ready, see if you can check with your current institution that you've studied at. And you can always let our admissions team know, just so they can give you an idea of if that's going to be all right. Anybody who's submitting over the summer should be absolutely fine. It's just if we're getting sort of towards kind of September time, that's when it's getting quite close for you. So just keep admissions updated with that. And I can see a lot of people are asking about scholarships as well. So I will just advise, we do have a lot of scholarships available at Herts. These go towards your first year tuition fee. So there's some for undergraduate programs or triannual scholarships. And then for postgraduate programs, a lot of programs who are on this webinar will be eligible for our Regional Vice Chancellor's Scholarship. You should have received an email confirming any scholarships that you are eligible for and how to claim them and how much they would be off your first year tuition fee as well. So do keep an eye out on those. And if you're not sure, again, reach out to somebody and they can check for you. But all our scholarships are displayed on our website as well. What I'll do now then, everyone, thank you so much for all your questions. I'm so sorry if we didn't get a chance to answer yours live for you. We know that it always helps to hear from existing current international students as well about their experience of Herts. If you are interested in hearing from some students, please do check out these recent student stories that we filmed, just to give you some tips on things they wish they'd known before travelling to the UK, or things they got involved in as part of their course as well. They're available on our international social accounts, so you can feel free to watch those in your own time as well. And if you do come away from the session and you're still not sure about something, or you think of a question later, just a reminder, our email address is international@herts.ac.uk, and you can reach out to us on the phone if there's any urgent queries as well. I do have one short video to play just while we answer as many type questions as we can, but Nathan and Ellen, thank you so much for your time today as well, and for helping us out with all that extra information. But yeah, thank you so much everyone, and we'll look forward to seeing you in our next session.